I would say this was harder than I thought it was going to be, but I'm glad I did it. Welcome to the channel, Scott's Garage HTX. Don't forget the HTX. Today I'm going to ceramic coat the RX7 since I got it back from the body shop. And I've heard multiple opinions about ceramic coating. One, that you can use it on all types of finishes and it will do the job that it's required. I've also heard that ceramic coating is at a nanomolecular structure and that on older finishes, the finishes are too hard for that structure to get into the paint and it's really not worth it. I don't know. I'll say this. The Fox body that I gave my dad was a single stage paint and we had that professionally ceramic coated and it looks pretty good. So that's my 2 cents worth. The kit I got is off of autogeek.net and it's Wolfgang Prof ceramic coating. It comes with a prep spray and a couple spongy applicators for the ceramic coating and I think one like microfiber towel, which is kind of a joke. I'll tell you why. But the presentation is pretty neat. It comes in this little glass bottle, and to open it, you got to press down and break the seal and open it. I think that's to preserve what's in here. I have saved you all the prep work that's gone into getting this to the point it is at right now. Washing the car, drying the car, clay barring the car, washing the car again, drying the car, then removing all the swirl marks and any blemishes that I could get out with the flex polisher. And then I have already done the prep work, which is this prep right here. You need to use this step before you ceramic coat it because this is what removes all those waxes you just applied or maybe on the car before you put the ceramic coating on. Now, what's funny about them providing you one of those microfiber towels, these are all the towels I've gone through so far to get this to this point. I'll add a Scott tip to this point too. I would tape off all the places that you don't want to get the ceramic coating on. And I've actually removed some of the side markers and the tail lights on this car to prep this for this point. But I would tape this off before you do this step. And here's why. Once you tape this off, you're going to be putting on, if you say you use this step and then you tape it off, you're going to be touching the car with your hands and you're going to be getting oil on the car when you do that. You just can't help it. And then you would have to go back and hit those spots. So tape it off, then do the prep work. Let's get started. They're fairly specific about how to apply this. You put it on a little spongy applicator and don't put it on any larger space than the 2x2 area. Wait for it to flash and then wipe it off. You can tell when it's flashed according to the directions by a rainbowing effect on where you applied it, and then you wipe that off. Flashing takes about 30 to 60 seconds and you want to wipe that off relatively quickly because what that flashing effect is the solids of the ceramic coating coming to the surface for you to wipe off. If you wait too long, it gets really, really hard apparently and causes high spots. So don't do a whole big section and try to go back to this because I think you really do this piece by piece. They do say in some of the comment sections that to prevent or to correct when you have high spots is just reapply the product to that area. It'll re-liquefy that high spot and you can more easily wipe it off. I'm telling you this now because before I get started or as I'm doing this because I'm kind of nervous and I don't want to screw this up. Yep, here goes nothing. Did I do that right? There you go. They also say to apply this in a cross-hatch section. I finished the car, and I didn't film it all because it's a little long, and also I was on the other side of the car for some time as well. I do have to do the carbon fiber hood. I will do that real quick too. But everything looks pretty good except for the sunroof looks like a far-sighted amateur did it. Me. I don't know, maybe there was more smudge marks on there that I couldn't see or didn't pick up on before I started it, but I think it looks like crap. And it's just the sunroof. I'm going to go out on a limb and just take a chance and polish it again, prep it again, and ceramic coat it again. Hopefully that's what works. Otherwise, I really don't know what to do. We'll see. Trying to pick this up on the camera, but real faintly, right there. The naked eye picks up on it a lot worse, or a lot more than what the camera does. And then there's a spot right there, and a little bit right there, but I don't think the camera's gonna pick that up, but it definitely picks this up. What I'm trying to do is, I'm gonna try to do it by hand, rather than break out the buffer on it. Let's see. I just don't wanna, it's not the whole sunroof, so I don't want to do the whole sunroof. I don't want to have to polish the whole sunroof. And I'm going to immediately take the wax off. I don't know if that's really working. It did a little bit. Let me try that one big spot. Oh, you can really see it from this angle. You know, this spot right here, I know they removed the sunroof. Can you see me? Yeah. I know they removed the sunroof to do the clear coating. And I'm wondering if they just didn't scratch it up a little bit, because that's not coming out. And I think it's in the paint. All right. And then now I'm going to take the prep. The smudge marks are gone, and let me put the ceramic coating back on that whole spot and take it off immediately. It looks to be gone. I don't know, again, I don't know if that was the correct procedure. I haven't taken any classes on polishing paint, but I've done enough of it over the years to pick up a couple tricks. And except for that little spot right there, that looks a lot better. Well, I waited a day because it was raining outside and cloudy, and I wanted to show you this out in the sun. I think the whole car looks amazing. Nothing underneath this handle to concern yourself with. I'm just casually leaning up against the car, and this is where my hand happens to be. Don't worry about it. Stop looking at the hand. It's not a big deal. I would say this was harder than I thought it was going to be, but I'm glad I did it. I would tell you that prep work is the most important thing, along with any kind of body work that you do. Make sure there's no smudges, not that there's one underneath this hand, on the car when you start to ceramic coat it, because if you do, you're going to ceramic coat over top those smudges, and it's really difficult to get off. You guys keep on keeping on, and we'll catch you next time.